Hey, Emily.
Hey, Lance, when a team comes out aggressively like they did today, how do you adjust
Uh,
or do you?
yeah, we were able to a little bit. Should have adjusted a little quicker with Diaz. He was able to hit a good pitch up and in that he swung through in the past. But we were able to make some pitches there and kind of got in a rhythm a little bit, and then they were able to get a couple at the end. But if I would have kept them at 4 after the first, we would have had a chance. But I wasn't able to do it.
For you, we talked a lot before the trade deadline about the different scenarios. You're still here. Woody spoke profusely about what you bring to this team and what he wants to, take advantage of as far as your leadership, the mentorship, and all of that kind of stuff. How are you balancing that the rest of the way, knowing that that is such an important part of what you're bringing, aside from just what you're doing on the mound?
Just being myself, really. Get myself ready to go every 5 days, and then when guys need help, you help them. Make sure you're not pushing things or anything like that. You just kind of talk to them, pick each other's brains, kind of just get to know each other, learn as much as you can. They could teach me something too. So this is going to be exciting, but it's also we got to show up and work every day too to try to make sure we do the best we can out there.
Physically, do you feel like you're having to do, I don't want to say less maintenance, but do you feel fresher than you normally would? Or do you feel like if we were in the first week of May, you're about where you would be physically?
I mean, to be honest with you, even though it's, we started later, it still feels late in the year. That's part of, people were doing stuff way before we even showed up back in spring training 2.0. So it still feels like it's September. There's no denying that, especially when you start ramping up in January. But I feel just as good as I did last year in September, and I had a pretty good stretch down the end there too. So just got to go back and make sure I don't make mistakes and don't have where I give up 4 runs on 3 pitches and I got a chance next time out.
Gotcha. Thanks, Lance. Appreciate you.
Evan.
Hey, I don't mean this in a smart ass way, but Cody's going to make his first big league start tomorrow, and obviously he's watching you. What can he get out of watching you today? Like, what should be his takeaway?
If you get slapped in the mouth in the first, you're not going to give up. That's just the truth of it. You got to stay out there for the guys. I was able to get through 6, and the bullpen didn't have to come into the 7th. So whenever you're having a bad one, you still got to give everything you got. So the next guy doesn't have to wear it for you. That's what I was taught a long time ago. Even if you have a bad one, make sure you stay out there long enough where people in the bullpen don't have to throw more innings than you did.
And like on some of these guys that are coming up now, like Cody and potentially John King and whoever else may pitch in September, what's your approach with them? Do you just kind of let them in September like get their feet wet a little bit, or would you feel like you're overloading them if you kind of go to them and want to hand out information?
You got to let them get their feet wet. You got to let them feel they've all played the game. So you got to let them have the ability to go out there and be naturally who they are. And then you're fine-tune things every time out. Maybe it's just with a conversation, maybe a different thought process on a certain pitch or paying attention to hitters or something like that. There's going to be those natural conversations that will happen. I find that if you force things, it becomes unwanted and they don't listen. So, and I dealt with that a little bit when I was younger. When an older guy tried to force something on me, I was like, but you have to be open to things, and you have to also be yourself, though, and then find out what works for you. You can't be someone else, and that's what you don't want to push them that way. You got to let them be themselves and let them grow naturally.
Perfect. Thanks, Lance.
Couple more for Lance. Jeff.
So Lance, did you indeed play golf on Monday?
Yeah.
What was your day like for Monday, waiting for the?
I was really annoyed with how many phone calls I had. Really ruined my golf round.
And how glad are you that it turned out the right way?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Like I said all along, this is where they give me an opportunity to play the game at the highest level, and I'm going to do everything I can every 5 days. And in between there, whatever I can do to help the team win, and that's what it's all about.
Did you play well?
I fit it better, but I didn't do terrible.
Okay, thanks.